Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following NBA matches that is happening on Wednesday, November 29th, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comment section below. Washington Wizards vs. Orlando Magic. On Monday, Washington secured their initial victory since November 8th, triumphing 126-107 on the road against the Detroit Pistons. The game remained competitive through the first half, with the Wizards and Pistons deadlocked at 57-57. However, a substantial surge in the second half saw Washington outpace Detroit 69-54, propelling them to a comfortable win. Kyle Kuzma was the standout performer for Washington, delivering an impressive performance with 32 points and 12 rebounds. Denny Avdija contributed 16 points, Tyus Jones added 12, while Daniel Gafford and Jordan Poole each secured 10 points. Danilo Gallinari and Landry Shamet came off the bench to provide significant contributions, scoring 16 and 12 points, respectively. Despite their recent win, the Wizards' overall record stands at a disappointing 3-14. Nevertheless, their offensive prowess remains noteworthy, averaging 116.1 points per game, positioning them at 8th place in the league. Their shooting accuracy from the field stands at 48.2%. However, defensively, Washington is struggling, conceding an average of 124 points per game, ranking them 29th in the league. Their defensive rating of 119.7 places them at 22nd. Meanwhile, the Orlando Magic have had a strong start to the season, boasting a 12-5 record, leading the Southeast Division and securing the second position in the Eastern Conference. The Magic's success primarily stems from their robust defense, allowing only 107.4 points per game, which ranks 5th in the NBA. Their defensive rating of 107.3 places them at an impressive second. Offensively, Orlando averages 112.6 points per game, ranking 18th, but they struggle with three-point shooting, hitting only 34% from beyond the arc, placing them at 27th in the league. Orlando is on a 7-game winning streak, their most recent victory being a 130-117 win over the Charlotte Hornets. Although the Magic initially trailed 33-25 after the first quarter, they managed to stage a comeback, outscoring Charlotte in the final 3 quarters to secure the win. Franz Wagner led the team with 30 points, backed by Paolo Banchero's 23 points, and Jalen Suggs' 12 points. Cole Anthony made a significant impact off the bench, contributing 30 points. Injury-wise, Orlando will miss the services of Markelle Fultz and Wendell Carter Jr., while Jonathan Isaac's availability remains uncertain, listed as day-to-day. Washington recently ended their losing streak, but facing Orlando on the road poses a challenging matchup. Therefore, I believe Orlando is poised to secure the victory and cover the spread. The Magic possessed a formidable defense, whereas Washington has encountered offensive struggles that might worsen in this game. Orlando boasts a strong record against the spread this season, standing at 14-3, the best in the NBA. Additionally, as a home favorite, they are undefeated at 3-0. On the other hand, Washington holds an 8-9 record against the spread. With their defensive capabilities, Orlando seems well positioned to limit Washington's offensive output and potentially secure a win by a double-digit margin. So, my suggestion is to bet on Orlando. Furthermore, considering the style of play and the strengths of both teams, betting on the under seems favorable in this matchup. Both Orlando and Washington showcase top-tier defenses in the NBA, while their offenses occasionally struggle with shooting efficiency. Washington has a 4-6 record hitting the under on the road this season, whereas Orlando holds a 9-7-1 record overall and a 5-3 record hitting the under at home. The Wizards play at a faster pace, ranking second at 105.8, but their offensive efficiency remains at the 21st position. Conversely, the Magic boast the NBA's second-best defensive efficiency and play at a slower pace, ranking 9th at 102.7. Given the tendency of both teams to struggle with shooting efficiency, opting for the under seems like a prudent choice in this scenario. Therefore, my recommendation is to take the under as well. Los Angeles Lakers vs. Detroit Pistons. The Lakers faced a humiliating defeat against Philadelphia, succumbing to a staggering 44-point loss. Their struggle was evident in various facets of the game. Their shooting accuracy from the perimeter was a mere 25%, while their defense allowed Philadelphia to convert nearly 48% of their shots. Additionally, despite scoring 58 points in the paint, the Lakers were outperformed in rebounding by 16. LeBron James led the Lakers in scoring with 18 points, followed by Anthony Davis, who secured a double-double with 17 points and 11 rebounds. Statistically, the Lakers are averaging 111.8 points per game, positioning them at the 20th spot in the league. However, their strength predominantly lies in scoring inside the paint, where they rank 5th with an average of 55.7 points. Their transition offense has been effective, capitalizing on steals for quick points at a rate of 15.5 per game. Although they rank 3rd in overall shooting percentage, their struggles with long-range shooting persist, hovering slightly above 33%. The Lakers also play at a slow pace, attempting the fewest shots in the league, which, coupled with their lack of shooting efficiency, can impact their competitiveness. Moreover, their offensive rebounding has been weak, restricting them mainly to single-shot possessions. Defensively, the Lakers allow an average of 113.7 points per game, placing them at 17th in the league. They exhibit decent paint defense but excel in blocking shots, ranking 6th with 6 blocks per game. Remarkably, they manage to deter opponents from reaching the free throw line, allowing fewer than 19 free throw attempts per game. However, their struggle lies in defending the perimeter, conceding 14 three-pointers per contest, ranking among the bottom 5. They face challenges in forcing turnovers and ending possessions consistently, highlighting the importance of improving their defensive rebounds and utilizing steals for quick transition baskets. On the other hand, the Detroit Pistons suffered their 14th consecutive loss despite a strong performance from Cade Cunningham, who recorded 26 points and 7 assists. Despite winning the rebound battle, Detroit struggled significantly from the three-point line, shooting a mere 21%, and allowed a considerable 66 points in the paint. Offensively, Detroit averages 109.6 points per game, placing them at 27th in the league. Their offensive strength lies in the low post, ranking 11th with 52 points per game. However, their shooting efficiency has been subpar, ranking among the bottom 5 in both three-point shooting and effective field goal percentage. High turnovers further hamper their offensive rhythm, although their ability to secure offensive rebounds at a rate of 12.9 per game compensates for missed shots. Defensively, the Pistons allow an average of 117.7 points per game, ranking them 23rd in the league. They struggle to defend against points in the paint, surrendering 52 per game, and have difficulty defending without fouling, resulting in opponents reaching the free throw line frequently. While their steals are relatively low, they compensate by preventing second-chance points and displaying a reluctance to foul. Their defensive unit is sometimes slow to rotate, resulting in opponents exploiting their weaknesses in perimeter defense. Overall, for the Pistons to compete effectively, focusing on strong offensive rebounding and defending without fouling will be crucial. Conversely, the Lakers need to improve their outside shooting and bolster defensive rebounds and transition defense to mitigate their weaknesses effectively. It's uncommon to witness LeBron James reeling from one of the worst losses in his career, and undoubtedly, the Lakers will be fueled by a desire to bounce back against a struggling Pistons team. Los Angeles has showcased strong shooting capabilities, particularly capitalizing on opportunities near the basket. Their proficiency in exploiting inside scoring and drawing fouls should work to their advantage. Detroit's high turnover rate might lead to numerous transition scoring opportunities, making it challenging for them to keep the Lakers' lead within a touchdown margin. The Lakers typically favor a deliberate pace in their gameplay, emphasizing an inside offensive strategy, whether by driving to the hoop or feeding the ball into low-post positions. Particularly on the road, they exhibit a methodical approach. As mentioned, the Lakers have shown a reluctance towards perimeter shooting, and their success rate from beyond the arc has been relatively low. Similarly, Detroit's propensity for turnovers could result in multiple ineffective possessions, which could play into the Lakers' advantage. On the defensive front, Detroit has demonstrated competence in defending the paint and concluding possessions efficiently. Given the Lakers' slower tempo and subpar offensive rebounding, the expectation is for this game's total score to remain below a certain threshold. Phoenix Suns vs Toronto Raptors. The Phoenix Suns, enjoying a well-rested period since their last game, aim to extend their winning streak. Despite the potential absence of Kevin Durant from the lineup, the Suns present an attractive betting option, especially considering the odds. I'm leaning towards the Suns' offensive prowess surpassing the defense of the Toronto Raptors. My suggestion is to take the Suns on the money line for this matchup. Analyzing the playing styles of both teams, it's notable that both the Suns and the Raptors operate at a slower pace, ranking among the bottom 10 teams in terms of game tempo. With these two slower-paced teams meeting, the expectation leans towards a lower-scoring game. This tendency would be more pronounced if Kevin Durant is sidelined. Hence, my recommendation would be to consider betting on the under with a projected total of 224 points for this game.